I've been writing for about 16 years now, and I've finished about 30 novels in all, and that's some of them right there. If I were in your classroom with you right now, I would do a little recap and I'd say, look at all the things that I always loved to do, whether it was reading books or writing stories in school, going to the movies, making films in college, putting on theater, putting on shows, going to the theater, even watching TV. When I look back on all the things I thought I might want to do for a living, for a career, they're all different forms of storytelling. One of the other questions I get all the time, which is, where do your ideas come from? For some writers, and I think especially for younger writers, it can be really tricky to come up with an idea that you like enough, not just to get started, but to see the story all the way through to the end. And actually, that's probably true for adult writers as well. Getting the story finished, getting the story started can be tricky, but getting the story finished can be really hard. My short answer is they come from everywhere. For the last year or two, I've been really grappling with the fact that a lot of the creative process, a lot of writing a story is about being uncomfortable. It's about not knowing what to write. It's about not knowing what the story is going to be. And I used to think of that as meaning, oh, there must be something wrong with my idea, or there must be something wrong with my story, or I've been writing it for a while and all of a sudden I don't like it. I'm really working hard at starting to recognize, no, that doesn't mean there's something wrong. It means I'm figuring it out. And just because I'm uncomfortable or just because I don't know doesn't mean I'm on the wrong path. It just means I need to keep going. So that's advice I still try to follow myself. That's a really tough one, but I know a lot of young writers give up too soon because they think they're doing something wrong when in fact they're just in that weird, lost, uncomfortable place that every writer goes through. I keep these little yellow pads everywhere in my house. I scribble down any idea or a snatch of an idea. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad or if I know yet, and I throw it in what I call my idea drawer. You might keep a journal or any other way. I really encourage people to keep ideas so that when you get assigned to write a story, you can go back to your idea drawer or your journal and you can just start reading through and see which of those ideas grabbed you today. One of the things that I absolutely loved about working on the middle school books and the Viking book as well is that I mentioned before, world creation. I got to largely invent at least Rafe's fantasy life. I mean, there are realistic elements about being in school, but when you get into fantasy elements like the Viking traveling through time, mythic Viking quests, or Rafe's imagination where he imagined himself on any number of adventures, anything goes, which is really cool because I have no restrictions on me at that point, and I get to put in the stuff that I think is cool and fun, and there are no restrictions on me. So I loved that part of it.